Well, the weather is heating up, and it is time for some softball. Perfect weather for some softball here in North Texas. We've got a good one for you, folks. This is Vype Live, when we're bringing you Birdville Lady Hawks softball as they come on home to take on the Grapevine Mustangs. The Mustangs come in at 4-12-1 overall, looking to get another win here in district, as the Birdville Lady Hawks are looking to get into the win column tonight. And we'll see what they can do in some fair weather. We've had some bad weather as of late. Windy, stormy weather the past week. We heard about those, I'm sure you've heard about and seen and experienced some of those storms and tornado warnings, so we hope that everyone is okay and ready to go for some softball here in North Texas. The Birdville Lady Hawks coming in 0-4 in district, looking to ramp it up just a little bit tonight. On the mound for your Lady Hawks tonight is going to be Maddie Ramsey, looking to set things off and really set the table for a nice night. There's a couple of games going on right now as the Birdville Lady Hawks take it on the Grapevine Mustangs. And just on the other side of the complex, same time, the Birdville Hawks baseball team is taking on Denton Ryan. So Birdville baseball and softball and athletics going crazy today. Thanks for joining us here on Vype Live. Ethan Herrera bringing you all the action today. Leading things off for the Grapevine Mustangs will be J.C. Martin, the third baseman. The lefty stands in, looking to get things started offensively for the Mustangs. Ramsey, first pitch of the night. Caught on the outside corner, strike one, and off to a good start. Ramsey in the middle of the circle. The 0-1 pitch to Martin. Screwball misses outside, 1-1 the count. Like I mentioned, Birdville looking to get on the board in the win column, doing all they can to stay relevant in the standings. The 1-1. This one misses outside. The umpire calls some sort of quick pitch, an illegal pitch, so it's a ball, 2-1. It's gonna be one of those kind of games today, folks. The 2-1 pitch from Ramsey. Swung on and missed. The lefty swiped at it and evens up the count at 2. Fair weather coming in at game time, 79 degrees, mostly sunny here in Birdville. The 2-2 pitch from Ramsey. Swung on and missed. The drop ball got her. Great start to the ball game for Maddie Ramsey. Strikes out Martin on 6 pitches. Make it 5 pitches. And one is away here in the top of the first inning. We'll see Kenzie Blackman in the 2-hole, batting with 1 out here in the top of the first. Screwball misses outside and away. Outside and low, rather. 1-0 to start the count. Ramsey looking confident, really pounding that outside part of the zone. This one leaves a little high, little short line drive to the second baseman for out number 2. That's Morgan Bazaldua. And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Giselle Renge. Renge, the shortstop, wearing that number 12 on the back of her jersey, stands in with 2 down, top of the first inning. Just underway here from Birdville Field. Rise ball misses just a bit high, 1-0. Folks, I do apologize. Don't have much stats on either side, so we'll call them like I see them. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back, 1-1 is the count. Both of these teams looking to climb the ladder in the district standings. 4-12-1 overall for the Grapevine Mustangs, and Birdville trying to get in the win column. The 1-1. Ramsey's pitch misses low. Makes it 2-1. Ramsey gears up for the 2-1 pitch, trying to even things out. This one misses low as well. Make it 3-1. First 3-ball count of the night so far for Maddie Ramsey here in the top of the first inning. Nice little crowd gathering here at Birdville Field. The 3-1 pitch from Ramsey. This one in the dirt. First walk issued of the day goes to Giselle Renge. That'll bring up the 3-hole, make it the cleanup hitter for the Grapevine Mustangs. Hannah Kelly, center fielder, stands in the right-handed batter's box, kicks the dirt just a little bit. Trying to get a foothold, quite literally, here in the top of the first with the runner on first. 2 down. First pitch is in the dirt. Nice dig on the back end by Emma Beecraft for Birdville. Just underway, a strikeout and a line out. The first 2 batters, a walk to Giselle Renge. We're here with the cleanup hitter, Hannah Kelly. 1-0 pitch is swung on, hit to left field, giving chase to the left fielder, and right there to make a beautiful catch was Lauren Moore. Moore ran it down for out number 3. And 4 coming to the plate. No hits, 1 walk, no runs. Headed to the bottom of the first inning, we'll see Bailey Headington, Alex Baca, and Corinne Burris for Birdville. You're watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live.
I'm good, Mom. No promise. No, I'm separate here.
Yeah, I see her.
She's right there.
I don't know what she's looking at. But I'm more than likely the boys. Yeah, I'm right.
Back here on Vype Live, Birdville softball. Top of the order now for the Birdville Lady Hawks. Bailey Headington, the shortstop, will lead things off. Behind her, Alex Baca, the center fielder, and then third baseman Corinne Burris will bat number 3, bat third in the lineup. Leading things off here is Bailey Headington. The shortstop digs in, awaits the first pitch from Allison Koch. First pitch misses high, inside just a bit as well. Cook has a little bit of some oomph. Can't really describe that any more than I just did, folks. A little bit extra mustard on that first pitch. A little bit high, it's 1-0. Headington awaits the 1-0 pitch. First one missed high, second one missed low. Somewhere in the middle now for Cook. She falls behind the leadoff hitter, Bailey Headington, 2-0. Cook toes the rubber in the middle of the circle. Tries to get a nice footing. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one swung on. Green light 2-0 for Headington. But she just missed it. Found it right back. But she was a little bit on it. Tad bit late. Makes it 2-1. I like that from a leadoff hitter. You get your pitch, you go after it, no matter what the count is. 2-0, now 2-1. Cook, the delivery. 2-1 pitch, half-hearted swing, but it got the middle of the zone anyway. He counts even up at 2-2. Again, both teams looking to climb the district ladder. Birdville looking to get on in the win column. Headington, right-handed batter. Waits the 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. Birdville wearing their pinstripe uniforms with green pinstripes. Green numbers, green letters with those green socks, as the Grapevine Mustangs don their blue-on-blue uniforms with white numbers and white lettering. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Headington goes down on strikes for out number 1, and Cook gets a strikeout of her own. 1 strikeout for Ramsey for Birdville in the top of the first, and 1 to lead things off for Allison Cook. It'll bring up Alex Baca with 1 down in the bottom of the first. The delivery, the pitch to the 2-hole hitter, fouled back, 0-1. Baca took off just a bit. Wind blowing from right to left here from Birdville Field. Baca digs in, awaits the 0-1 pitch from Allison Cook. Cook, the delivery. This one, the rise ball, catches the outside corner, and a beauty. Baca goes down 0-2, looking to make something happen to get a runner on base in front of Burris to see if she can do anything with it. Bottom of the first inning, still scoreless. Early here from Birdville. Cook gets her sign, toes the rubber. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, bounces about twice. Into the glove of the catcher, Bella Murillo. Makes it 1-2. Kind of a throwaway pitch. 1-2, we'll see if she comes right after her. Cook's 1-2, goes upstairs, and Baca couldn't catch up to it. 2 strikeouts in a row for Allison Cook. That's her second of the inning. And Corinne Burris will come in, the third baseman. Full bat with 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless ball game. Grapevine versus Birdville. First pitch to Burris, hammers it to straightaway center field. Coming on quickly is Kelly, and she closes the glove on it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors for Birdville. We'll head to the second. We'll see the bats of Hoffman, Cook, and Vacura. For Grapevine, you're listening and watching Birdville Softball on Vype Live. Back here on Vype Live, Ethan Herrera here, bringing you Birdville softball. Pretty quiet first inning, heading to the second now. We'll see Haley Hoffman, the second baseman, Allison Cook, the pitcher, and then the left fielder, Bella Vacura. For Grapevine right now, Ramsey out of the mound. Gave up a walk in the first inning, but also tallied a strikeout to her count. Here's the first pitch to Hoffman. Swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Getting ahead of the hitters is key, and that's what she's doing right now. Beautiful, beautiful night for some softball, and a nice field from Birdville. This is my first time out here at the Birdville home field, and it is awesome. A beautiful natural field. Huge fan of the natural field. Here's the 0-1 pitch, bounces in there, 1-1. Nowadays, you see a lot of turf, and a lot of it has to do with the weather, and it's easier on the field when rain happens and everything like that. However, there's nothing beats straight up dirt and grass. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hammered to the right side, twisting foul, and indeed it is foul, 1-2. There's the 1-2 pitch to Hoffman. This one bounces in there again. Ramsey looks around in disgust just because she might have not had the right grip on it. So try it again. 2-2 to the Grapevine 5-hole hitter. Here's the delivery and the 2-2 pitch. Ripped to the left center, giving chase, and off the base of the wall. Baca couldn't catch up to her, and it's a standing double to lead things off for Haley Hoffman here in the second. And first hit of the ball game for Grapevine belongs to Haley Hoffman. She gives Allison Cook an opportunity with a runner in scoring position already. We'll see if the bunt sign is on. You've seen that a lot here lately with these softball games. We'll see if Cook squares around or wants to bring her in. First pitch to the Grapevine pitcher. Swung on and hammered to the left side, but foul just in front. 0-1 the count to Allison Cook. Maddie Ramsey had a strikeout and a walk in the first inning, and now gives up a leadoff double here in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Cook takes it right in the heart of the plate, 0-2. Nice rise ball from Ramsey. Trying to do what she can to isolate that base runner at second. The 0-2 pitch from Ramsey. Drop ball gets her to swing through, and a beautiful pitch for out number 1 here in the second. Second strikeout of the game for Maddie Ramsey. They'll bring up Bella Vacura. The left fielder awaits the first pitch from Ramsey with one down here in the top of the second inning. Swung on and missed. Make it 4 straight strikes for Ramsey, and she's feeling it after giving up that leadoff double. Hoffman got a good piece of that one. Trying to strand her at second. Got to get through one batter, though. Vacura awaits the 0-1 pitch from Ramsey. Swung on to the right center field. This one's going to get down it off the base of the wall, cut off nicely. The throw in, cut off. And the first run of the ball game belongs to Grapevine, as Hoffman comes around to score off the nice double from Bella Vacura. They just switched places with one down. Hoffman went left center, Vacura went right center. And That'll bring up Sophia Vance. The 8-hole hitter and first baseman for Grapevine. That one misses low, 1-0. 1-0 pitch from Ramsey. That one misses high. Trying to find somewhere in the middle, 2-0. Couple of doubles in the inning have Grapevine on the board, 1-0. A lot of ball game left though, folks. Top of the second inning. Ramsey, the 2-0 pitch. Rise ball misses high. And Ramsey wants time. 3-0 the count now to Sophia Vance. It was Hoffman who led off the inning with a double. Cook then struck out, but then Bella Vicura, the left fielder for Grapevine, laced one into right center. And her and Hoffman switched places for the lone run so far of the game for Grapevine. The Mustangs from Grapevine are coached by Angie Curtis. Again, Birdville looking to get their first win in district here in the season. As Vance has a 3-0 count coming out of the Little Mound visit. The 3-0 pitch from Ramsey. Heart of the zone, swung on, swung through, actually fouled off. And make it a 3-1 count now to Sophia Vance. Not a whole lot of wind, but I guess the flag is flying a bit. Down here, field level in the stands at least. Doesn't feel like much, but I'm sure once that ball gets up in the air, it's going to carry. We've seen that a couple of times now. The 3-1 pitch to Vance. That one swung through. Full count now. Ramsey went down 3-0 to Vance. She called time and had a little circle visit from the whole infield, and now comes back, fires 2 strikes in a row, trying to come all the way back. Already down 1 in the top of the second inning. Vance, the 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and she does. Third strikeout of the ball game for Maddie Ramsey. And the second out of the inning. Good comeback at bat right there from the Birdville pitcher, Maddie Ramsey. That'll bring up Becca McMahon. McMahon swings at this one and fouls it back, 0-1. After those 3 balls in a row, Ramsey comes back firing with 4 strikes in a row. 2 down, top of the second inning, already 1 run across to score in the inning. Ramsey, the delivery. Line right back up the box. Gonna one-hop the center fielder, and coming around to score is Bella Vicura for the second run of the inning. This one gets by the pitcher, and McMahon gets a single and maybe an error. And an RBI for the 9-hole hitter. We'll get back to the top of the order for J.C. Martin, who struck out in our first at-bat. Is 2-0. Grapevine over Birdville. The first pitch to the Grapevine leadoff hitter Martin misses low and away. Way to corral that one in was Emma Beecraft. Make it 1-0. Three hits in the inning. Surrendered by Ramsey. 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled to the left side, evens up the count at 1. Maybe a little dark on your screen, folks. That's because the shadow is casting, over the entire field. No lights have turned on yet, but I'm sure we'll see that shortly. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Man, Ramsey's got that drop ball working when she gets ahead in the count and uses it. It's been quite effective here in the early going. 2 down, top of the second inning, 2-0 Grapevine over Birdville. The 0-2 pitch, the 1-2 pitch. Little tapper out to the first base side. And taking it herself was Mackenzie Baker, and that will retire the side. 3 unassisted, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the inning. 2-0 Grapevine over Birdville. You're watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live. Back here at Birdville Field in Birdville, Texas. Ethan Herrera here bringing you Birdville softball action on this Friday night. Thank you for joining us. We'll see the 3-hole hitter. The 4-hole hitter, Maddie Ramsey, the pitcher for Birdville, take one outside for ball number 1. Emma B. Kraft will bat after her, and Morgan Basildua is in the hole. 2 runs last inning for Grapevine. 3 hits, a couple of doubles, and a RBI single. The doubles coming from Haley Hoffman, Bella Vacura, and that single coming from Becca McMahon. Makes it 2-0, 2-0, and a 2-0 count now to Maddie Ramsey. This one misses outside, says the umpire. And Allison Cook is in the hole, 3-0 against her counterpart, Maddie Ramsey, for Birdville. See if the take sign is on, or the cleanup hitter gets the green light. 3-0 pitch misses outside, maybe low as well, and a 4-pitch walk surrendered to the leadoff batter. And a courtesy runner will come in. It'll be Lindsay Edwards. To pinch run, courtesy run that is, for Maddie Ramsey. And it will bring up Emma B. Kraft, the catcher. The lefty stands in. With the runner on first base, nobody down. Bottom of the second inning, first pitch to B. Kraft misses outside. 5 straight balls now for Allison Cook. One 1-0 to the Birdville catcher. Swung on and missed. That one was a little bit out of the zone. B. Kraft may have done her a favor. Evens up the count at 1. A lot of great softball in the area, folks. We're glad you're here with us, checking out these 2 teams, Grapevine and Birdville, as this one's fouled back by B. Kraft, making it 1-2. Looks like the lights may be starting to flicker just a bit. Basildua now waits on deck with a 1-2 count to B. Kraft. Outside, bounces in there, but a beautiful play by Bella Murillo. Murillo took that one on a hop and saved an extra 43 feet. Moving up was Edwards. It's 2-2 now. 2-2 to B-Craft. This one's powered out to left center field, giving chase past the center fielder. Rounding second and heading for third is Edwards. And B-Craft will have a stand-up double. And a dive back after they threw behind Edwards, who took off. But now there's 2 runners in scoring position for Birdville, looking for a chance to get on the board and maybe tie this one up with nobody down here in the bottom of the second. It'll be a courtesy runner for B-Craft. And there'll be runners at second and third, nobody down, bottom of the second inning. 2 runs were given up to Grapevine in the top half of the inning, and now Birdville looking to answer. Cook in the shutdown inning has not recorded an out. First pitch misses low and away to Morgan Bazaldua, the second baseman. Cook does have that velo, the velocity coming off her rise ball. We'll see if she can locate it right here. The 1-0 pitch to Bazaldua misses high. Make it 2-0. A walk and a double. Have runners in scoring position, second and third, nobody down. Bazaldua, the 2-0, catches the outside corner, does Allison Cook, making it 2-1. But that's good, you don't want to walk right here. Bazaldua wants to hit, get both of those runners in, tie the ball game up. Morgan Bazaldua awaits the 2-1 pitch. This one misses outside by about a ball length, makes it 3-1. Cook in the circle. Gets her sign from Murillo, the catcher. The 3-1 pitch to Bazaldua. Catches the heart of the zone, back to full, 3-2. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning, a 2-0 lead for Grapevine. The right-handed batter of Morgan Bazaldua awaits the full count pitch, and this one is fouled off, says the umpire. Couldn't be corralled by Murillo. We'll do it again, 3-2. Two runs in the top of the inning for Grapevine. Birdville trying to tie it up, or at least get on the board. Bazaldua awaits the full count pitch here in the second inning from Cook. Swung on and missed. Dropping it was Murillo, throws it over to first for out number 1. They get a strikeout and a 2-1 putout, 2-3 putout, I beg your pardon. Third strikeout of the ball game for Allison Cook, and the first out here in inning number 2. That'll bring up Sydney Taylor, the right fielder. She comes up with 1 down, bottom of the second, 2 runners on, second and third. Both in scoring position, just waiting, eagerly waiting to come in and tie the ball game up. First pitch to her, bunt up in the air, is caught. And a double play to end the inning. As Sydney Taylor tried to get a bunt down, but coming on quickly was the first baseman, Sophia Vance, caught it in the air, tossed it to the catcher, Murillo, who throws it down to third for out number 3, and a double play ends what was a hopeful inning for Birdville. But they'll head to the third inning. 1 hit on 1 walk, no errors, no runs, heading to inning number 3, 2-0. Grapevine over Birdville. As we'll see 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Grapevine Mustangs. When we come back, you're watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live.
Ready for it to be out?
I gotta get to my.
Nothing you're counting, huh?
Katie has no desire to.
Back here on Vype Live, Ethan Herrera here bringing you tonight's action. Top of the third, Grapevine scored 2 last inning in the top of the second inning, thanks to a couple of doubles by Hoffman and Vakura, and then Becca McMahon brought the second runner in. So we'll see 2, 3, and 4. Kenzie Blackman, the right fielder, lined out in her first at-bat. We'll get the nod here to lead things off in the third.
Going the right way, so.
Maddie Ramsey has given up 1 hit. Beg your pardon, has given up 3 hits. She gets ahead on this one, 0-1.
Yeah, we're excited for her. Just keep going. Keep going in life what you're doing. Yeah, and
Ramsey twirls the ball on her hip, gets the sign. And this one smacked out to center, giving chase, and coming on quickly and making the grab is Alex Baca. 4 out number 1, and another line out for Kenzie Blackman. First one to second base, this one to center field for out number 1. It'll be Giselle Reingay coming in. The shortstop walked in her first at bat. She'll come up with 1 down, top of the third inning. She takes this one just a bit low, says the home plate umpire. 1-0 the count. Lights now starting to flash on, folks. Get you a little bit more color here. The 1-0 pitch. Screwball catches the inside corner for strike 1. Two 2-0, Grapevine over Birdville here in the top of the third inning. A 1-1 count with 1 down for Reingay. This one bounces in, make it 2-1. Reingay walked on 5 pitches in her first at bat. The 2-1 pitch from Ramsey. Swung on and fouled back. Evens up the count at 2. Two-two pitch from Ramsey. Rise ball misses high. Good take from Giselle Reingay. Makes it a full count here with 1 down, top of the third inning. Grapevine with a 2-0 lead here early in this one versus Birdville. Ramsey twirls the ball on her hip. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Line shot to center field, giving chase as the center fielder. Back to the track, and a beautiful catch by Alex Baca. Her second nice catch of the inning. On her horse, over the shoulder catch, going to her right and well behind her. And 2 loud outs here in the top of the third inning, and 2 down for the cleanup hitter, Hannah Kelly. She flew out to left in her first at bat. She comes with bases empty in the third. Kelly digs into that right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Ramsey misses low, 1-0. Ramsey has 3 strikeouts here in the ball game. 1 walk, 2 earned runs, surrendered 3 hits. The 1-0 pitch from Ramsey. Here to Kelly. This one swung on, fouled back. Watch your heads over there near the baseball field. Evens up the count at 1. Wind dying down just a bit, still blowing from right to left. If a right-handed batter pulls one, you might get some fireworks going here. Drop ball misses in the dirt, 2-1. But Ramsey has had that drop ball working at times here early in this one. When she gets ahead in the count and uses it, she's gotten her hitters off guard and catches them off guard. So if she goes back to that when she gets back ahead in the count. The 2-1 pitch from Ramsey. Line shot down the left field line, but foul. Evens up the count at 2. I know the camera's just a little bit off-centered, folks, and you can't really see all the hard hits down the line, so I'll do my best to describe them for you, let you know exactly what they look like from my perspective. 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. A 2-2 count to the cleanup hitter for Grapevine. Ramsey twirls the ball on her hip. The delivery, the 2-2 pitch. Drop ball hammered down the left side again. Just in front of that one was Hannah Kelly. She had one ripped in her first at bat. High in the air, may have gotten under it just a tad, but it was allowed out back in the 1st inning. And she's had a couple of hard hit foul balls to the left side. We'll see what the game plan is here. 2-2 count to her from Maddie Ramsey. The delivery, the 2-2 pitch. This one catches the outside corner. Got looking. Down goes Kelly, and down go the Grapevine Mustangs in the 3rd. 3 up, 3 down. Her 4th strikeout of the ball game for Maddie. Mackenzie Baker will lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Birdville Lady Hawks. You're watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Temperatures are cooling off just a little bit in the mid-70s. Mostly clear here in Birdville. 5-mile-an-hour winds going from the right to the left here. As Mackenzie Baker will await her first pitch from Allison Cook. This one swung on, and the sharp rise ball from Cook gets fouled right behind Baker. 0-1 the count. It is National Peacock Day, in case you didn't know, folks. Happy National Peacock Day to all that observe. And by that, just happens to be a big game between St. Peter's, as this one is swung on and missed, 0-2. Between St. Peter's and Purdue, the St. Peter's Peacocks in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA men's tournament. If anybody follows, St. Peter's 15 seed taking on Purdue 3 and making it a close game. The 0-2 count. That one misses low, making it 1-2. The Lady Hawks had a chance last inning, had runners in scoring position, 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out, and a strikeout and a botched squeeze play that turned into a double play into the inning. This one misses outside. May have crossed up Murillo just a little bit, makes it 2-2 with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Swung on and missed. Big time hack from Mackenzie Baker, but comes up empty. And it's the fourth strikeout of the ball game for Allison Cook. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Kaylee Anzalone. One down, bottom of the third inning. Grapevine with a 2-0 lead. This one swung on, popped up behind the shortstop, giving chase and falling, and a base hit by Kaylee Anzalone. It's a high pop-up, maybe a little bit of trouble for Giselle Reingay, and she couldn't quite find it in the night sky. So to the top of the order with a runner on comes Bailey Headington. She struck out in her first at-bat. Pretty good at-bat together, though. This one shot to the left center gap. It's going to get down. Cut off by the left fielder, and on the way to third, stops Anzalone, goes back to second, and Headington, who is heading out to second base, stops and goes back to first, and it's a long single for the Birdville leadoff hitter. Cura out there in left field, cutting that one off from getting to the wall and stopping it from being extra bases. Now with one down, bottom of the third inning will come Alex Baca, the center fielder. She's made some great defensive plays. We'll see what she does with a bat here in the bottom of the third inning. She watches this one outside for ball number 1, 1-0. Anzalone at second, Headington at first. Couple of base runners on and back-to-back innings for the Birdville Lady Hawks. We'll see if they can cash in this time. The 1-0 pitch. Good screwball right there from Cook. Gets Baca to swing and miss, and it's 1-1. That one had some movement on it, some two-seam movement for all you baseball fans out there. Cutting into the hands of the swinging Alex Baca. 2 on the bases. 1 down, bottom of the third, 1-1 pitch. Swung on, popped to the right side, see if there's enough room, giving chase and into the dugout. Into the Grapevine dugout for strike number 2, 1-2 the count. Sophia Vance was giving chase. One-two, bottom of the third inning. The 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled off to the right side.
Come on, Baca!
One-two pitch, this one misses high, evens up the count at 2. Good at bat right here from Alex Baca, making Cook throw a lot of pitches to her. It's 2-0 Grapevine over Birdville. 2 runs in the top of the second inning for Grapevine. And now threatening to score here, runners on first and second are Birdville. The 2-2 pitch misses high, 3-2. From 0-2 to 3-2, nice at bat here from Alex Baca either way. Cook gets her sign, gets in the circle. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one misses low by an eyelash, folks. And Baca heads down to first base. So now the bases are loaded, full of Lady Hawks. For Corinne Burris. Cook in some trouble. First pitch to Burris, fouled off to the right side, 0-1. Burris flew out to center field in her first at bat. A strikeout from Mackenzie Baker to start the inning off, and then Anzalone had a single that fell behind the shortstop Renge. And then a single from Headington and a walk have bases loaded. This one swung on a huge hack from Burris. Sees her go down 0-2 with runners on, well, all over the bases. Bases loaded here for Birdville. Bottom of the third, 0-2 pitch coming from Cook. This one on the outside corner misses. Makes it 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Cook. She gets her sign, toes the rubber. Here it is. Swung on, hit out to left field. Back to the track. Off the base of the wall. That's going to score one. It's going to score two, maybe three. Coming around third. Here comes Baca. And a big-time double from Corinne Burris. Gives the lead to the Birdville Lady Hawks. There was some power into that one, as Cook left a drop ball hanging, and Corinne Burris tattooed it to the base of the wall and left. And it's a 3 RBI double for Burris, and the Lady Hawks have the lead. Maddie Ramsey, the pitcher, will step in. She watches this one low and inside as well, 1-0. Swung on and swung through by Maddie Ramsey, make it 1-1. A big-time hit from Burris. I thought I had a chance to get out of here, folks, and a grand salami, but almost just as effective, as Birdville now has the lead. This one misses outside, 2-1. Ramsey walked in her first at bat. The 2-1 pitch from Allison Cook. She gets her sign, toes the rubber. The 2-1 pitch misses high and outside, says the home plate umpire. 3-1 with a runner at second base, one down. Bottom of the third inning, already 3 runs across the score. Swung on a big-time challenge pitch from Cook. Gets it right past the pitcher, Ramsey. The count's full. One down, bottom of the third inning. This one hit to the right side. Giving chase is Blackman and misses on the dive. We'll do it again. The 3-2 pitch from Cook. Swung on and fouled back. Nice job by Ramsey to stay alive in this at-bat. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, bottom of the third. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Ramsey strikes out with a runner on second. She goes down swinging, and that's the 5th strikeout of the ball game for Allison Cook. And I'll bring up Emma Beecraft. Burris stands at second base. She gave Birdville the lead on a double out to left field that hit off the base of the wall. Cleared the bases with bases loaded. First pitch to Beecraft misses, low and away for ball 1. I'm going to say it again, folks. It is a beautiful, beautiful night here for some softball here in North Texas. The 1-0 pitch to Beecraft. fouled behind, and it looks like Burris may have been on the run. But the foul ball makes it 1-1. 3-2, 3 runs across to score here in the inning on 3 hits and a walk. B-Craft watches this one. High, says the home plate umpire. 2-1 the count. B-Craft doubled in her first at bat. And her courtesy runner got stranded at second. The 2-1 pitch swung on to the left field side and foul just past the outstretched glove of Martin. Make it a 2-2 count here with 2 down. And a runner at second here in the bottom of the third. 3 runs across the score, 3-2 Birdville now. Looking for their first win in district. 2-2 pitch from Cook. This one gave a little flinch from a couple of the players. They thought they had her. But low and away, says the home plate umpire. Count is now full with the runner at second. Basil Dua is on deck for Birdville. The 3-2 pitch from Cook, swung on and missed. B-Craft gets fanned. Well, Cook strikes out the side, but she gives up 3 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and no errors. To the 4th inning we go. Birdville grabs the lead, 3-2. We'll see Hoffman, Cook, and the Vakira. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Grapevine Mustangs. When we come back, you're watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live.
Landry. Girl, did you ever look at hotels?
Yes.
I just booked like 4.
Did you? I need to book the second one that's not big enough.
Which one?
I need to book the second one.
Oh.
I was looking at that one when you said it.
I liked it. I did. And I still haven't heard back.
Back here on Vype Live, we've got Birdville softball for you. They have a 3-2 lead over Grapevine heading into the 4th inning. Ramsey, the first pitch to Basil Dua. Excuse me, to Hoffman is fouled away, 0-1. Three runs in the bottom of the third. Having a 3-2 ball game as this one's fouled to the left side toward the Birdville third base dugout. Makes it 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Ramsey. This one fouled to the right side now. Hoffman doubled and scored in her first at-bat. This at-bat finds herself down 0-2 to lead things off here in the 4th inning. Middle of the circle now for Maddie Ramsey. The 0-2, line shot to center field. Baca right there to make the catch for out number 1. And to bring up the pitcher for Grapevine, Allison Cook. Cook struck out in her first at bat, one of 4 victims from Maddie Ramsey. And the first pitch to her. Swung on, line to left field, giving chases more, but it's over her head. It hops up against the wall, rounding first and heading for second goes Cook, and she's got a stand-up double. Here with 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Cook trying to help herself out, down by 1. She surrendered 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and now here in the top of the 4th, just a half an inning later, gets herself in scoring position. This one misses low, 1-0. Pitch, swung on, line shot right back up the middle. A couple hops to Baca in center. She comes around, fires on bullet. Beautiful throw from Alex Baca to keep the runner right where she was at third base, as Cook thought about for a second, rounding third and heading home. But back-to-back hits put runners at the corner now with nobody out, make it 1 down. Here in the top of the 4th inning, 3-2 the score. Birdville has the lead over Grapevine. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Thanks to some nice offensive performances. Kayleigh-Ann Zaloni had a single, and then one from Headington, a walk by Baca, and Burrs had a bases clearing double to put 3 runs on the board. And now it'll be Sophia Vance, the first baseman. She struck out in her first at bat. Now we'll bat with runners at the corners. 1 down. Down by 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. 3-2 the score. Birdville over Grapevine. The first pitch from Maddie Ramsey. Line shot right at the shortstop. Throw it across the diamond to first. Throw to home. Here's the tag, and she got her. Got her to throw to third, and they have her out, but it was a double play to end the inning. A beautiful, beautiful play. Headington to Baker, Baker to Beecraft to apply the tag, and a double play to end the inning and take away any scoring chance that Grapevine had in mind. My goodness, what a absolute beautiful play from Headington to Baker to Beecraft. And the inning is over. It's 3-2. Two hits, no runs on 2 hits, and no errors. Double play ends it. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2, Birdville over Grapevine. We'll see Basil Dua, Taylor, and Baker when we come back. You're watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live.
Do they have that one on the right side?
But they still did it, so they tested it back. Used this voucher, and it was out forever. So I called them. We start next week. Like, I have a new shipping this week. I'll have Pearl. I had a claim. Okay, maybe she said they then try to call because I was like, we can't do this, you know, and so she's been real good. Yeah. So we've got it too. Girl needs to use one of them. Okay. Oh.
Back here on Vype Live, Birdville Softball. Ethan Herrera here bringing you tonight's action. Bottom of the fourth we go. Still a one-run lead for Birdville. It was a double play, 6-4-2, make it 6-3-2. To end the inning, top half of the inning in the fourth, and now Bazaldua will lead things off for Birdville as Allison Cook misses high for ball one. That got the dugout going. They're pumped up and ready to go, trying to add to their one-run lead. Bazaldua struck out in her first at bat. Rise ball from Cook misses outside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. This one catches the outside part of the zone, makes it 2-1. Bazaldua, the second baseman for Birdville. She's played a great second base so far. Defensively, let's see if she can turn it around. Had a strikeout on her first at-bat, just a one at-bat. 2-1, swings through the second one. A high rise ball makes it 2-2. For all of you Birdville baseball fans out there, here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts now for Morgan Bazaldua. She goes down by way of the K. And make it the 7th strikeout of the ball game for Allison Cook. And we'll bring up Sydney Taylor, the right fielder, who had that bunt that she popped up to first base in her first at-bat, and it turned out to be a double play. For you Birdville baseball fans, they're up 2-1 against Denton Ryan right now. Into the third inning. 1-run leads for both Birdville teams. First pitch to Taylor, catches the heart of the zone, 0-1 with 1 down in the bottom of the fourth inning. Clinging to a 3-2 lead over Grapevine, the Mustangs, who are 3-12-1 on the year. Make it 4-12-1 on the year. This one misses outside, 1-1. 2-run stop at the second for Grapevine, then bottom of the third, Birdville took the lead on a 3-run double by Corinne Burris. That foul ball makes it a 1-2 count to Sydney Taylor. Cook in the circle, gets her sign, here's the delivery, the 1-2. Half-hearted swing to the third baseman, Martin, across over to Vance for out number 2. 2 down here in the fourth. And Mackenzie Baker, who struck out in her first at-bat, will bat with 2 down. With 2 down here in the fourth inning. First pitch from Cook. She's got 7 strikeouts in this one. Misses high on the rise ball. 1-0. Gotta love this atmosphere out here at the ballpark complex, especially with 2 games going at one time. Love to see the kids out playing, running around, the smell of hot dogs in the air, nachos as well. This one is swung on and missed, make it 1-1. You can smell that nacho cheese and those hot dogs. The sounds of kids laughing and playing baseball, playing wall ball as the cracks of bats and the cheers of players fill the air. The 1-1 pitch, heart of the zone, catches it, 1-2. Baker struck out in her first at-bat, down in the count now, 1-2. 2 down, bottom of the fourth inning, a 3-2 lead for Birdville over Grapevine. The delivery from Cook. Drop ball gets her to swing through, the 8th strikeout of the ball game for Allison Cook. And down go the Birdville Lady Hawks in order. We'll see 9-1-2, McMahon, Martin, and Blackman for Grapevine when we come back. Top of the 5th inning. Coming soon, you're watching Birdville Softball here on Vype Live.
Hey, Bell is up. Watch Bell first. Yeah, and I'm like, go Bella, Ella.
We'll see Bella McMahon leading things off here for the Grapevine Mustangs, down by 1, 3-2 to the Birdville Lady Hawks. McMahon singled in her first at bat, got left stranded at second base. And Maddie Ramsey, who's done a nice job, will deliver the first pitch. This one misses low, 1-0. Ramsey has surrendered 4 hits, make it 5 hits, 2 earned runs on a walk, and 4 strikeouts to her total. Name and total, I got those mixed up. Nodal is the word. That one catches the zone, rise ball. Makes it 1-1. Now the wind is completely died down. If you see there right in the center on your screen, folks, the flags are stagnant, pointing straight down. The 1-1 pitch from Ramsey. Swung on, fouled off to the left side toward the Birdville dugout on the third base side. 1-2 the count. Ramsey in the circle gets her sign from Beecraft. The 1-2 pitch to the Grapevine, 9-hole hitter. Drop ball, beautiful pitch. Can I help you, ma'am? No thanks, just looking. Make it 5 strikeouts in the ball game for Maddie Ramsey. And McMahon got caught window shopping, will bring up the top of the order. J.C. Martin will dig in for her first, make it her third at-bat of the ball game. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to the first baseman. She comes in, watches this one low. She squared around to bunt, making it 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th, making it top of the 5th inning. 3-2 lead for the Birdville Lady Hawks over the Grapevine Mustangs. Nightfall here in Birdville. The 1-0 pitch from Ramsey. Rise ball misses high, 1-1. Make it 2-0. For all you March Madness fans out there, St. Peter's now leads Purdue. 15 St. Peter's against 3 Purdue. Leads it 63-59 with just under 40 seconds left in the game. Providence and Kansas are also tied at 46. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-0. Nice job to come back and get there into the count by Maddie Ramsey. 2-1. 1 down, top of the 5th inning. The 2-1 pitch from Ramsey. Scoring around to bunt, right at Ramsey, covering as a second baseman, and Ramsey turned to throw it, but nobody was there, so she kind of just spiked it into the dirt, and kind of a smart play by Maddie Ramsey to not throw it away and to look before she even thought about delivering that one to the covering Bazaldua. But it'll be a leadoff single, make it a bunt single. for J.C. Martin. And she'll stand at first base with a 2-hole. Kenzie Blackman, the left fielder, has lined out hard in her first 2 at-bats. And the lefty digs in with the runner on base and down by 1. 3-2 the score, Birdville over Grapevine. 1 down, top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Blackman, grounded softly to the pitcher. Ramsey out to second base, and a diving attempt, and the umpire sees it, calls it, and a nice force out and a fielder's choice from Blackman. And a nice play by Maddie Ramsey and a beautiful dive from Headington to keep her foot on the bag and keep possession of that one for out number 2. Now it's 2 down, top of the 5th inning. 3-2 the score here at Birdville Field in Birdville, Texas. That'll bring up Giselle Renge, the shortstop, has walked and flown out to center in her first 2 at-bats. First pitch from Ramsey to her. This one misses low, and Beecraft thought about throwing down to first base to try to keep Martin honest, make it Blackman honest, but it misses low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch from Ramsey. This one lined out to right field, giving chases Taylor. Taylor going to the line, makes the catch. She ran it down in a basket catch. It was twisting and turning toward the foul line and allowed out number 3. Another scoreless inning. That's 3 in a row now for Maddie Ramsey, holding Grapevine to nothing after giving up 2 runs in the second, and it's 3-2. It stays. Birdville with a 1-run lead over Grapevine, heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. You've been watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live. Back here on Vype Live, bottom of the 5th we go. We'll see Anzalone, Headington, and Baca for the Birdville Lady Hawks. They have a 3-2 lead over Grapevine. This one's lined out to center, and Anzalone has another single. She's 2 for 2 on the night. She went up and got that one, folks, and hammered it out to center field. And the Lady Hawks have a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As the lineup turns over, she has been great. That's Kaylee Anzalone setting the table as she had a single in her first at-bat that really started the inning back in the bottom of the 3rd to score 3. And now Headington will bat again with Anzalone on first. Anzalone will come out, and Lauren Moore will come in. She is that flex player. Show pinch run, a little extra speed from Coach Hobson over there for the Birdville Lady Hawks, who's filling in for Coach Love. This one swung on, swung through, steal down there, and there goes Moore with a stolen base. That one swung on and missed. So Headington goes down 0-1, but now she bats with a runner at second base in scoring position. Love the hustle play by Lauren Moore, coming in or off the bench and delivering on the base paths. The 0-1 from Cook misses high. The rise ball couldn't catch the zone. 0-1, make it 1-1. Runner at second base. That's Lauren Moore. Headington at the plate. She's 1 for 2 in this one. She swings and fouls this one back, makes it 1-2. She scored on that bases clearing double back in the third inning. She has a single in her last at bat, struck out in her first. Drop ball misses high. The crowd wanted it. Makes it 2-2. Good eye from Bailey Headington. Two-two, swung on, fouled off to the right side. 2-2. Birdville with a 1-run lead, 3-2 over Grapevine, looking for their first district win. Trying to solidify that. Another insurance run would be nice. The 2-2 pitch swung on, hammered to center field. Giving chase is Kelly right there. Tagging up from second. Here's the throw from third, coming in and got her. What a throw by Kelly out in center field, and Hannah Kelly had a double play all to herself. Moore tagged up from second. And for the time being, it is a double play, but the umpires will convene and see if there is anything going on there. There's at least one out in the inning. And they do say she is out, so 2 outs now, and good double play. What a throw from the center fielder, Hannah Kelly. So Baca, who walked and scored in her last at-bat, struck out in her first, will come to the plate with nobody on. Base is empty, 2 down, bottom of the 5th. Drop ball misses low, bounces in there, 1-0. Cook trying to fix something on her glove as she gets her sign from Murillo, the catcher. 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. The 1-0 pitch catches the heart of the zone, make it 1-1. Murillo doing a nice job behind the dish for Grapevine. Doing a lot of play calling, nice getting some stops, and as well as framing from the catcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch, drop ball misses high. Make it 2-1 to the Birdville center fielder. She's made some great plays on defense. Let's see what she does with the bat here. 2 on the count, 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2 the score, a 1-run lead for Grapevine, for Birdville. This one goes up and gets it, popped right up in the air. Murillo coming on and can't make the catch in foul territory, but it will be a 2-2 count when Baca sets back up in the right-handed batter's box. Stands filling up still. There's a lot of fanfare here for the Birdville Lady Hawks. Ready to cheer on their team. 2-2 count, 2 down, bottom of the 5th. This one swung on, fouled off to the right side toward the baseball field. And we'll do it again. A couple foul balls in a row for Baca. For the Birdville baseball fans, it's a 2-2 ball game in the 4th inning. Mike Davis has that call for Vype Live over there for Birdville baseball. Here we have a 3-2 ball game. Birdville with a 1-run lead over Grapevine. Ethan Herrera here bringing you tonight's action. Cook gets the sign. The 2-2 pitch bounces up in there. Murillo digs it out. Makes it a 3-2 count. Full count. With 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Baca looking to get something going after an out double play with an outfield assist from the center fielder Kelly. The 3-2 pitch misses inside, and a 2-out base runner for the Birdville Lady Hawks. And it'll be Corinne Burris who is responsible for those 3 runs up on the board for Birdville. Had a bases clearing double back in the 3rd inning. First pitch to Burris misses inside, 1-0. 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. That runner at first base is Alex Baca. Drew a 6-pitch, make it a 8-pitch walk from Alex Baca. The 1-0 pitch. Hard shot to the shortstop, Rangan, or Rangay, I should say, who flipped it over to the second baseman, Hoffman, for out number 3. And just like that, the Birdville Lady Hawks are retired in the 5th. We head to the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. On the way, we'll see Kelly Hoffman and Cook for the Grapevine Mustangs when we come back. The Birdville Lady Hawks have a 3-2 lead over Grapevine, and when we come back, we'll get the 6th inning underway. You're watching Birdville softball on Vype Live.
Out of the way, you. Ooh, how do you catch a ball like that? Out to the side. Don't even.
Maybe she couldn't believe we just got to see the round ball. I tell you, Rusty, I was telling.
She said, I've seen that sign. I said, I've seen it in 21 years. Never stopped by that sign. I had no idea. She goes, I haven't seen it. That's cool.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I told Riley Haley about that man that went crazy in that round barn. And she said, you know, I was trying to think of that the other day. You know, Grandpa used to always tell me.
Back here from Birdville Field, a 3-2 lead for the Birdville Lady Hawks over the Grapevine Mustangs in the top of the 6th inning. That one swung on and missed. To Hannah Kelly, the center fielder, who had that beautiful outfield assist after making the catch in center for a nice double play on her own. Beautiful one hop to get the speedy Moore trying to tag up as she lines this one to left field, trying to tuck it inside the line, and does. Hits the chalk as she rounds first, heads for second, and now she's going to third. The throw to third, and she is out at third base. A beautiful relay. Bailey Headington got it from Lauren Moore. And they cut down. Kelly trying to stretch the double into a triple. Big mistake from Hannah Kelly. Credit her with the double. And then a 7-6-5 put out. Some fireworks. This one's hit into center field. Going to drop in front of Baca for hit number 2 of the inning. For Haley Hoffman. She's 2 for 3 on the night now. Seven hits off of Maddie Ramsey right now, but she's pitched 3 scoreless in a row. That brings up Allison Cook, the pitcher. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. She bats with a runner on first base in Hoffman with 1 down in the top of the 6th. Pop throw to first base. As this one missed, it's 1-0 to Cook. I guess Lauren Moore returned the favor as she was thrown out by Kelly, and Moore was part of the put out to get Kelly from going from second to third. The 1-0 pitch from Ramsey. Rise ball catches the outside corner, making it 1-1, evens it up. Cook struck out in her first at-bat, hit a double in her last at-bat. Now finds herself even 1-1. This one misses low, pop throw down to first base again. And B. Kraft trying to keep Hoffman honest over there. 2-1 the count. Ramsey toes the rubber in the middle of the circle. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Rise ball misses high, 3-1. March Madness fans out there. St. Peter's Peacocks from Jersey City took down the Boilermakers from Purdue. 15 seed beating a 3 seed, upsetting them in Sweet 16, heading to the Elite 8. Little basketball for you for all you softball fans. 3-1 count now from Ramsey. This one misses low, says the home plate umpire. And on base for her second time tonight is Allison Cook. And that will bring up Bella Vaquera. Vaquera is 2 for 2 in this one, a double and a single with a run scored. She bats with 2 runners on and down by 1 for the Grapevine Mustangs. 1 down, top of the 6th inning. That one finds the zone for strike 1. Nice job of getting ahead in the count by Maddie Ramsey. The 0-1 pitch from Ramsey. That one line to Bach out in center field. She comes on quickly. Coach Curtis holds up the runner at third base, and back-to-back base runners for the Grapevine Mustangs have bases loaded. And coming to the plate is the first baseman, Sophia Vance. Vance hitless in the game so far, 0 for 2, a strikeout and hitting into a double play in her first 2 at-bats. Comes to the plate, down by 1, 1 down, top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Vance, misses low. Now this is a dangerous spot for Maddie Ramsey. She can't fall behind because she's in danger of giving up a hit that can potentially tie this one and give Grapevine the lead, but she has nowhere to put Vance, so you got to go right after her. The 1-0 pitch from Ramsey. This one fouled off, headed toward the baseball stands. Makes it 1-1. From third to first, on the bases for Grapevine, it's Hoffman, Cook, and Vaquera. Vance at the plate. The 1-1 pitch from Ramsey. Swung on, line to the first baseman, foul. Good effort from Mackenzie Baker, and it was just out of her reach. Would have been a heck of a play. But the count moves to 1-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Big time at bat right here, big time moment. Ramsey's got 5 strikeouts on the ball game. She sits in the center of the circle. 1-2 count, 1 down, top of the 6th inning. Vance at the plate, bases loaded, delivery, the 1-2 pitch. Drop ball misses high and outside, evens up the count at 2. Infield playing in, a hot shot right at an infielder is going to turn into at least 1 out going to the plate. 2-2 count. Ramsey, the delivery, the 2-2 to Vance in the dirt. Nice play by B. Kraft to smother that one and keep the runners right where they're at. But we got a 3-2 count to the Grapevine first baseman, Sophia Vance. Ramsey got a little encouragement from her shortstop, Headington, telling her, hey, go right after her, we got you. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, top of the 6th. Ramsey gets her sign, twirls the ball. Here's the delivery, the pitch to Vance. The 3-2, line to the right side, and foul by about 1.5 feet just behind first base. We'll do it again, 3-2. Hoffman, Cook, and Vaquera on the base pass for Grapevine. Vance 0 for 2 with a strikeout and hitting into a double play in her first 2 at-bats. And Ramsey trying to keep the score right where it is. 3 runs to 2. Birdville over Grapevine. Ramsey, the 3-2 pitch once again. Popped up, we'll do it again. She fouls this one away. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ramsey gets her sign from B. Kraft, who gets her sign from Coach Hobson. Now we're ready. Toes the rubber, delivery, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, we'll do it again. Pitch number 9 coming. Ramsey kind of threw her head back and just saying, what do I have to do to get it past you? Vance just won't go away in this at-bat. Wind is picked up a little bit, blowing from right field to left field. Bases full of Mustangs, nowhere to put her. Vance awaits the 3-2 from Ramsey. This one inside, says the home plate umpire. And a 9-pitch at bat turns into a walk and an RBI as this ball game is tied. Sophia Vance with a beautiful at bat. And we're tied at 3 as Coach Hobson wants time to talk to his pitcher. Just the 3rd walk of the ball game. For Maddie Ramsey that she's issued. But that one came up big. 2 walks came in this inning. That one was crucial as now we've got a tie ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. First run scored by either team since the bottom of the 3rd, and the first run for Grapevine since that 2-run top of the 2nd. It'll be Bella McMahon batting with the bases loaded and 1 down. The first pitch to her. Swung on and missed, and a huge, hefty cut from McMahon. Puts her in an early hole, 0-1. Ramsey had a little bit of extra juice on that rise ball. We'll try to do it again. 1 down, top of the 6th inning. 1 run across the score, ready to tie this one up. McMahon pops this one up, left side, giving chases more into foul territory. And it'll be 0-2. If Ramsey can get McMahon, the 9-hole hitter for Grapevine, this would be huge. You don't want to give J.C. Martin, the leadoff hitter, some room to work with. Ramsey, the 0-2 pitch. And inside and maybe low as well. Kind of a waste pitch right there, trying to get her to chase.
You got it, B.
We'll do it again, 1-2 from Ramsey, the delivery. Here's the pitch to McMahon, swung on and fouled off to the left side. She's staying alive. A 9-pitch walk from Sophia Vance. With bases loaded, brought in that tying run in Hoffman. Trying to do it here is Ramsey, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Big time strikeout by Maddie Ramsey for her 6th strikeout of the ball game, and a big one with bases loaded. Tie ball game, but top of the 6th, and the lineup turning over. McMahon goes down for her 2nd time tonight, and we'll see the top of the order, J.C. Martin, the 3rd baseman. 1 for 3 in this one with a strikeout, a ground out, and a single. First pitch to Martin, swung on, sharp hitly ground ball to Headington. Headington across for out number 3, and we're staying tied. Grapevine strands 3 base runners, and Maddie Ramsey gets out of a pickle. 1 run does come across to score on 2 base hits and 2 walks. So we'll head to the bottom half. Birdville trying to break up the tie, as we'll see Ramsey, Beecraft, and Basile duo when we come back. The tie ball game here from Birdville. You've been watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live. Bottom of the 6th we go. We see Maddie Ramsey, the pitcher for Birdville, trying to lead things off and get some fireworks started here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Allison Cook, who's been great, only surrendering 4 hits in the ball game, stands in the middle of the circle. Big time swing and a miss from Maddie Ramsey has her down 0-1. This one swung on, foul to the right side, over the first base dugout. And it's 0-2. Correction, Cook has given up 5 hits on the ball game, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and has 8 strikeouts. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 6th inning. 1 run scored on a 9-pitch walk by Sophia Vance with the bases loaded, as this one misses outside. The rise ball couldn't catch the corner. And it's 1-2. It's kind of a miracle that Ramsey got out of the last inning, only giving up 1 run. Bases loaded for quite a while with 1 down. The 1-2 swung on, fouled off behind home plate. We'll do it again. 3-3 the score, bottom of the 6th inning. Emma Beecraft on deck with Basil Dua behind her. Ramsey trying to stay alive. The 1-2 pitch from Cook. Gets her sign from Murillo. Ground ball hit up the middle. A diving stop, but can't make it, and a leadoff base runner for the Birdville Lady Hawks. Maddie Ramsey helping herself out. We'll probably see a courtesy runner in the form of Lindsay Edwards. And we do, as Edwards comes on. She has a stolen base in this one. I beg your pardon, that was Lauren Moore. Edwards, the speedy base runner at first base, now for Beecraft. The catcher for Birdville is 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout in this one. She bats here in the bottom of the 6th in a tie ball game, nobody down. Courtesy runner, speedy courtesy runner at first base in the form of Edwards. First pitch to Beecraft. Pop up, here comes the third baseman coming on, Martin, and she makes the grab for out number 1. Kind of an excuse me swing by Beecraft, but there's one down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Basil Dua will come in, and the righty will bat with 1 down in the bottom of the 6th in a tie ball game. Baldua is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, looking to get off the snide. First pitch to her, she squared around to bunt. This one caught the zone, says the home plate umpire, 0-1 the count. One down, bottom of the 6th. Edwards leads off from first base. Basil Dua at the plate, trying to break it open somehow. Fouls this one back. And folks, if you saw that, that was off of the net back here that Murillo made that catch. So, no out for her. Nice play, though. I'll give her that. Basil Dua finds herself in an 0-2 hole. Cook in the circle. 0-2 to Basil Dua. 2 strikeouts in the ballgame already for her. The 0-2 outside gets past her. Edwards takes second. And they have a runner. The Birdville Lady Hawks have a runner in scoring position on the pass ball. And it's 1-2. One, 2 the count, 1 down, a bottom of the 6th inning. Basil Dua looking to drive in Edwards. Basil Dua swings and misses on that rise ball, and she goes down on strikes for her 3rd time tonight. Hat trick now for Basil Dua, and Sydney Taylor will come to the plate. She's 0 for 2. But with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, and Edwards all alone at second is looking to come in. The middle is wide open, and I mean wide open. Shortstop and second baseman for Grapevine playing the holes. As this one is fired in there for a strike, 0-1. Taylor popped up a bunt to the third baseman, or to first baseman in her first at bat, and grounded to third in her second. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Cook. This one misses low. 1-1. 2 runs in the second for Grapevine, then another in the 6th, and 3 runs in the 3rd for Birdville. As this one's grounded to the right side, the spinner stays foul, 1-2. 3 scoreless innings for Maddie Ramsey after giving up 2 in the 2nd, and she gave up 1 in the 6th, and we're tied at 3. Sydney Taylor awaits the 1-2 pitch. This one popped up softly to the left, to the middle, off the glove of a diving Reingay. Coming around third and scoring is Edwards, and the Birdville Lady Hawks take the lead. Reingay gave a valiant effort, a full extension dive, but it kicked off the heel of her glove. And a nice at-bat by Sydney Taylor gives Birdville the lead, 4-3. First pitch to Mackenzie Baker misses, makes it 1-0. Swung on and missed, evens up the count at 1. One count, 2 down, 1 run across to score in the form of the courtesy runner Lindsay Edwards. After Maddie Ramsey had a single. 1-2 pitch, misses high. Make it. It was a 1-1 pitch, making it 2-1 now with 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning, a 4-3 lead for Birdville. A diving play that was almost fantastic by Rain Gay, but she couldn't make it, couldn't execute it to perfection. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2 with 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-3 the score. Mackenzie Baker awaits in the right-handed batter's box. Cook, the delivery, the pitch, the 2-2, swung on, fouled off to the right side. And again, folks, if you saw that on the screen, it was off of the netting and into the glove of the first baseman, Sophia Vance.
Okay, sweetheart.
Where you going? Keep your phone with me and I'll watch it.
Oh, you have.
The 2-2. This one catches the zone for strike 3.
Girl, I go through her phone about 4 times a week.
Baker goes down looking for the 9th strikeout of the ball game for Allison Cook. But the Birdville Lady Hawks take the lead on 1 hit, no errors, 1 run. Make it 2 hits on 1 run, no errors. And we're headed to the 7th inning, seeing if the Birdville Lady Hawks can close this one out in a 1 run, a tight game. For the Grapevine Mustangs, we'll see 2, 3, and 4, Blackman, Raingay, and Kelly. Heart of the lineup for the Mustangs. Final frame of play. When we come back, you've been watching Birdville softball here on Vype Live. Back here in Birdville, Texas, Ethan Herrera here bringing you tonight's action. And what a game we've had all night long. It's been neck and neck. 2 runs in the top of the 2nd for Grapevine, and then in the bottom of the 3rd, Birdville took the lead on a bases-clearing double by a 1, Corinne Burris. And then it was scoreless for both sides until the 6th inning. A bases-loaded walk on a 9-pitch walk by Sophia Vance tied the ball game up at 3, and then in the bottom of the 6th, a single with a runner at second base by Sydney Taylor made it a 4-3 ball game, and that's where we're at here in the top of the 7th inning. This one slined right at the 3rd baseman, and a beautiful catch and a beautiful play by Burris. A loud out number 1 in the 7th. As Blackman is now 0 for 4, but with 4 hard-hit balls. We'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Giselle Raingay. The shortstop has played great defensively. She watches this one inside for ball 1. A walk in her first at-bat, then flew out to center and right in her next 2. She's 0 for 2. 4-3 the score, top of the 7th inning. Maddie Ramsey delivers this one in a pop-up. Under it is Burris, and Burris makes both outs for out number 2. Closes the glove on that one. And the Lady Hawks are 1 win away from nabbing their first win in district play. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Hannah Kelly, who had a double in her first at-bat, in her last at-bat, I should say, and got thrown out trying to stretch it into 3. Takes a hack at this one, and it's fouled off 0-1. Ramsey has been fantastic. She's given up 9 hits in this one, but has 6 strikeouts, only 3 walks, and has gone the distance up until now. 0-1 pitch to Kelly, trying to close the door on this one. Catches the zone, 0-2. Ramsey looking to put the exclamation point on this one. Birdville took the lead in the bottom half of the inning of the 6th, and now in the top of the 7th, trying to go 1-2-3 to Grapevine. The 0-2 pitch from Ramsey. Line to the right side, foul. We'll do it again. Ramsey wearing that number 15 on the back of her jersey. Birdville in the pinstripes, looking for their first win in district play this season. 0-2 the count. 2 down, top of the 7th inning, 4-3 the score. Twirls the ball on her hip. Gets her sign from B-Craft. She's ready to go. The delivery, the 0-2 pitch from Maddie Ramsey. This one misses low and inside, says the home plate umpire, makes it 1-2. Kelly has gone down by way of the strikeout in her second at bat. Got caught looking. She's 1 for 3 in this one. We'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch from Ramsey. Line to the right center gap. That's got some carry off the base of the wall. 1 hop. Kelly rounding second, heading for third. The throw in. 1 hop to the cutoff man and the throw to the plate to keep her right there in a triple with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning, and a big-time clutch at bat from Hannah Kelly, who was down 0-2, got it to 1-2 and found her pitch and split the gap in right center field. And that'll bring up Hallie Hoffman with a runner just 43 feet away. Down by 1. Ramsey, first pitch to Hoffman. Ground ball. Out to Burrs. Burrs across the diamond, and there it is. The Birdville Lady Hawks take the game and have their first win in district play of the 2022 season. It was a valiant effort by the Mustangs from Grapevine to try to claw their way back in, but Birdville did a beautiful job of staying with it and answering every single time that Grapevine got on the board. A masterful, masterful job by Maddie Ramsey, pitching 5 scoreless innings in this one. And doing the best that she could to make sure that her team could stay in it. 4-3 the final score. For the Birdville Lady Hawks, Bailey Headington did a fabulous job in the field. End of the plate, going 1 for 3. It was a huge, huge game by Corinne Burris, who had a 3 RBI double back in the 3rd inning to really put the Birdville Lady Hawks onto the board. That and the difference maker, which was the nice at-bat by Sydney Taylor, fouling off pitch after pitch and finally hitting a line shot up the middle, and a diving Renge for Grapevine couldn't glove it. It was in her glove, but she couldn't hold on to it. And Edwards, the courtesy runner for Maddie Ramsey, came across to score, and that was the go-ahead run for the Birdville Lady Hawks. Beautiful game here in Birdville. And it turns out good fortune for the Lady Hawks as they grab their first victory in district play of the season. A 4-3 win over the Grapevine Mustangs. A beautiful, beautiful game. And we're glad you are here to enjoy it with us. We hope that you will tune in to all the Birdville Lady Hawk action, softball action that we've got going all season long. We'll have it for you here on Vype Live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ethan Herrera here for Vype Live. You watched Birdville softball on Vype Live. Join us next time. Thank you and good night.